to come back. To come back. And so we're going to skip ahead now to the next timestamp, which is 2 hours, 49 minutes, and 48 seconds.
Okay, I realize.
So Bake gets up. He tries to chat up these other two chicks. He fails. Okay?
Okay, we are live.
That's the 9 minutes summed up. So here we go.
So for those just tuning in, let me try to get this link out firstly. There's a reason I'm doing this.
So she's telling us about her bad tooth now.
Just give me a second.
Get ready.
Basically, give you the gist of things. Essentially, PPP is someone who runs a drama channel, kind of like I do, except
look into his eyes.
Except pretty fucking retarded about it.
Do you see the concern?
He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't have any good takes. He doesn't actually show evidence. He doesn't show receipts on anything. And he flip-flops on his positions left and right all the time.
I don't know why that
it's really bizarre.
My whole cheek to swell
and
up.
I don't get why people give this guy any credibility or likability. The only thing I can really figure is that people don't like this at all.
And it causing your cheek
and,
to swell.
Hey, give me a second.
That's
gotta reply to somebody on Twitter.
Outrageous. It must
asking me about where the stream is.
That bitch
I'm not sure what's going on with OBS. The normal method I've been doing it just didn't work this time, so it kind of goofed. Okay. There we go.
So I don't know if you heard that.
Good. Okay.
She goes, they kept
that's all set up.
telling me it
all right,
was an allergic reaction. But I was with the same guy.
No one can hear me?
Now,
no, you can hear me.
I don't know about you.
He has viewers.
I think of allergic reactions as being from eating food, but in fact.
No, this is not pre-recorded.
Nice
try, though.
Sexual contact with different men.
Let's see.
Continue.
So there's a reason I'm doing this, and that's everyone wants to say PPP's such a winner. PPP's able to
look at this.
PPP's so above it all and able to magnificently outplay and outsmart everyone. He's such a great genius. But the thing is, the guy can't take criticism. I was recently on a stream with him where there was supposed to be a debate going on. And all he did was just repeat the same retarded bit over and over again. And all he did was just obviously wasn't interested in engaging in any kind of back and forth. He didn't want to hear the criticisms because the truth is, this guy can't handle the criticisms. And I'm going to even prove that. And it's not just talking to me directly. Because if you want to say that, oh, well, John Kelly, he's not a good debater. He shouldn't be heard or listened to. I want you to take a look at something here. So what we're going to do is we're going to first look at this browser here. As you can see, I'm logged in with my account.
Let me explain it to you this way.
This is PP's channel.
Who is Batman's
Let me just zoom in a little bit. Let's just go
Robin.
down here. I'm here in the chat.
It's not
I'm
just
going to type a message.
Fuck-up,
Test. In fact, we'll change it up a little bit so that way it can't be said that it's done by a filter or whatever. PP is garbage.
And this
PPP doesn't know what he's talking about.
It's going to allow her to bring this.
Okay, message like that. This is live chat. All the messages are here. So now we're going to switch to a different browser. This is the other browser I have open. And here, I'm not logged in, and... isn't that funny? My messages aren't here. You can't read any of my messages. I've been shadow banned from his chat. He's banned me despite being this big, free speech guy. Did Monday Matt change his channel name? No, unfortunately, I've been cursed by the gods to have Monday Matt's voice. Sorry about that. JMK uses day mode on YouTube. LOL. That is true. We're we're A-logging PPP now, pretty much. People are taking notes. I'm glad you are. I do like the people who actually take notes and actually pay attention to what people are actually saying, what they're actually doing. There's a whole bunch of LARPing going on. Seriously, I went on a stream with Godwinson, and I told Godwinson directly that a lot of his criticisms against Ralph are just not warranted. Like him being a grifter. Now, I'm going to clarify that one. There have been moments where Ralph has grifted his audience. You can't deny that. Particularly with the Miami adventure, etc. Which turned out to be a big nothing burger. Ralph just abandoned the coup and didn't fulfill his promises that he promised his backers, despite getting a lot of money involved with that.
Right.
And the truth is
and if John
that,
Michael
but
Kelly cares about
the truth is, the way that PPP and Goblins describe him as a grifter, they say that they're ripping off the alt-right, the white nationalists, because they themselves are not white nationalists. But as I've said before, this is not the case, because the white nationalists know what they're getting into. Oh, did he just shout me out?
Time I'm going to address you on this program, John.
Oh, let's hear it.
So buckle in.
You said that last time.
Fun time with
PPP,
Baked Alaska.
you said that was the last time you addressed me last time.
Dudley.
All right, let's hear it.
Porky. Tinkerbell.
Here's the thing. All he can do is just make up these retarded jokes because he knows I'm right.
Shit. And if I'm
He
calling you
can't
an
ever confront me.
All right, let's
PPP,
fucking get back to this shit.
Honest all you
let's
like.
get back to this
Go
shit.
ahead and come here and face me again. I'll even let you on the air. Let's see. The guy can't help it.
So, okay,
he can't help it.
She is putting
He can't.
salt
He's
in
getting
her
nervous.
drink
He's getting
because
worked
she
up.
thinks it's
He's trying to
healthy
keep
for
the
her.
act going. He's
So
trying
she's
to go
putting
ahead,
salt
and
in
he's
all
trying
the
to say
beverages
that
she
he
drinks
can go ahead
and consumes
come and just
when she's with Baked.
and just
She has a
banter
strange
me or whatever.
fascination with
But the truth
beverages.
is,
At one point here, she's going to
PPP
tell us
can't do anything.
that she will not drink any beverage.
Also,
with
someone brought up the
bubbles.
view count on this
Because the
stream.
bubbles
Good,
will
I have
do-
25 viewers. It's 25 more people than you'd ever have.
Once again,
But the
this
truth
just
is, it's not about the numbers. It's not.
in this deep dive.
I've
into
always
fucking
said that.
insanity.
All right, let's see. I don't even get this. Baked Alaska is such low-hanging fruit. There was no way you could possibly mess this up. But the thing is, Baked Alaska, I don't get this weird thing that he's taking these clips of Baked Alaska, hitting on girls at bars and stuff like that. I don't know. This just seems like a big, giant distraction. Maybe there's something there. Maybe I could actually go over it and look into it, but it just doesn't seem like anything. All that's going on here is PPP is desperate for content. PPP is desperate to get off of Ralph because he knows I'm right. The truth is, PPP understands directly that I am, in fact,
amazing.
correct about him. He's a complete
To recap,
hypocrite.
For those of you who haven't heard what she said, the salt will purify her and her eye. And Baked has said, I'll pray for you. I'll pray for you. Everybody out there, prayers for
Guy in the
Sam.
chat says, why does PPP run in fear from Zoom?
Prayers for Sammy,
It's very
because
easy. The
when
fact
Baked
it's the
Alaska
same reason
looks
why
you
he
dead
won't
in the eyes
actually
like
confront
this,
me.
let
It's the
show
same
you-
reason
let
why
me
he has
show
me
you what's
blocked
going
on
on.
Twitter.
When Baked
In fact,
looks you in
let
the
me
eyes
show
like
that.
this,
Let me show that. You
and
guys are
says,
saying that PPP is
"I'll
like,
be
you know,
praying
those of
for
you who are in
you."
the PPP camp, the ones that are on
Holy
his side,
shit, you know,
going
that's-
ahead and
that's a
saying that
tough
he's such a
place to
great
be.
guy. Oh, he's the champion of this blood sports debate. Let me show you the truth about this guy. You'll love this. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This guy will shit talk
I'm a
me
Catholic.
all
Look.
day.
It says Jesus and Mary. That makes
I
me
see.
a good Catholic there. Look, I'm a Catholic. I
Couch
have a
of the truth.
crucifix. Look. Shit.
I'm gonna bring that up.
Real quick, I need to use the bathroom. Can you just walk? No. I will pray for you. No, I'm not making.
All right, so.
Oh man.
Hold on, let me see here. I want to go to. Yeah, I'm gonna go another 40 seconds.
Can you watch my phone? I just gotta go to the bathroom for like 2 seconds.
Here we go.
Please don't let
Let's
anyone
switch.
see
Oh,
this.
let's
Would
switch
you-
streams here.
Question for chat.
Switch windows.
Press.
Oh, look at
Press
this.
fucking one.
Look at this fucking
Whoa.
faggot.
Whoa.
This guy wants to act all
Whoa.
tough, high and mighty, and he wants to go ahead and says you're
Press
blocked.
one.
Now, here's the funny
Press
thing about
one.
that, because I'm not
you
like
would let
hardcore
this
against
girl
blocking. I think if you want to
block
block
your
people, that's
phone.
fine. But if you're gonna
Your
block
phone.
someone, don't shit talk
Press
them
two.
where they can't respond.
If you would not.
That is bullshit.
Not
I've
let
always
this
been
girl-
true to my word that I'll always
Watch
let
your
people
phone.
go ahead and respond back to me. I've always been consistent about that.
it's
I've let
fairly
people on this
split.
show multiple times,
Maybe
even
the
if it
audience
means they're out
is
to humiliate me
bipolar
or whatever.
fucking just
Here's the
as
thing.
schizophrenic
Here's the
as
truth of the
Sammy.
matter. This guy will
expected
gladly
ocean of
not.
ones,
People want to criticize
but
me for not
yet
having
there is
a
dissent.
decorum
There are
or any kind of norms or following
There are
things,
people who
because
would have
I don't
made
let
the
people
choice.
dominate me when I have a discussion with
Would
them
have-
on my
would have
on my
made the
streams.
choice.
They want to shame and guilt me because of that.
To
But
leave
this
your
faggot,
potentially- I'm gonna guess
this
a
guy right
$1,000
here,
cell phone
he wants to go
in the
ahead
care of this woman
and
who
shit
believes
talk
that
me
the salt
constantly.
will purify her.
Just scroll down his timeline. Look right here.
All right.
This is PPP and his autistic war against T-clips. You're literally Ethan Ralph.
30,
Free.
we're gonna
You have no
skip
argument
now to
and are
2
so
hours
desperate
and
you team up
56
with a
minutes.
lying
So we're
pedophile,
gonna
a
skip
pagan who
Big's
wears a bra,
bathroom break
JMK who beat his
because
sister in Jarbo.
basically Sammy just stares at the
I've
phone
never,
bewildered.
where the
Big
fuck is this
actually
coming from? I've never beaten
didn't
my
make
sister.
A terrible choice.
Where the fuck is he getting that information
in
from?
leaving his phone with
He is
Sammy.
such a liar.
I
He
thought
just
she
makes
might
shit
steal
up,
it to sell it
talks
for
shit about
drugs,
me,
to be
and he
honest.
has me blocked on the same
But,
platform that he's doing this shit.
No, she watched the phone. So
PPP and Godwinson both said they made truce with Ralph. Yeah. Yeah, they did. That's exactly right. They did. They went ahead and they decided that, oh yeah, Ralph's a good boy
So
now.
this is
And
now-
they took back everything they said.
this
Everything.
is now where the Roosters have come home to roost.
By the way, I want you.
They
By the
go
way,
to
if you're listening to
water, he
this,
starts
get
live
PPP
streaming,
to call
and
PPP
finally
out for
Buddy
this
comes
shit.
up to him and goes,
PPP is such a
"You don't have a
hypocritical liar.
mask.
He
You
wants to
gotta
pretend
leave."
that he's such a great guy and stuff like that. Nah. No. And yeah, someone pointed out in the chat, JMK wasn't screaming during that debate. PPP was. Yeah, that debate was rigged from the start. Phantom Organization, someone that I know is better than that, someone who I've had conversations with before, just decided to just go ahead and throw me under the bus for no goddamn reason. And I have no idea why. I guess he became an e-celeb, so he decided to become a total asshole as part of his persona, I guess. But if anyone's gonna look at that debate, that quote unquote debate, and like look at PPP as
and you're
anything
not
more than just a
buying
fat
anything,
retarded autist,
I'm afraid
they're
you're
so
going
dumb.
to have to leave.
Let's look at some others. Let's go back to the stream and see what he's saying. And remember, I can't actually type in chat. I'm not allowed there. I've been banned from his chat. Everyone else can type there, but he has me specifically banned. And remember, this is a guy who called out Nick Ricada for censoring his chat. But apparently that was bullshit because he has me banned from his chat.
It's not nice at all, because I don't need a mask while I'm...
Phantom Organization's friends are spamming PPP right now. Don't care. Phantom Organization's still a piece of shit.
Oh my god, yeah.
Prove what? That I'm banned from his chat? Yeah, I'll do that again. I'll show it to you live on air. Give me a
So now he
second.
starts filming him.
Yeah,
Okay.
stop it, bro.
Which browser's there?
Just chill, dude. We're just hanging out.
Here I am in the chat. This is my account, John Kelly. As you can see here,
What the fuck? No,
PPP
she
is
asked
garbage.
for 410 and you refused.
PPP,
That was not very cool, dude.
PPP's father is a
We don't
pedophile.
appreciate that. 1 star.
Go ahead and do that.
Why do you be so rude?
This is the live chat.
Yo,
Then we'll go over to the other chat.
have Sammy here.
Oh, look at that! My messages are gone.
Here's
Wow.
the thing, right?
Wow!
If he
has me
even if he
banned.
didn't wear the mask, which Bacon
He's
made
banned
a
me from
point
his
of,
chat because he's
any business he
he's
goes into,
so
he's
easily
not
riled
wearing
up
a
and
mask,
triggered
no
that
matter
he will
what,
go
right?
ahead.
But
No,
even
I am
if
banned.
Bacon
Look,
wasn't
this
wearing
is
the
me,
mask,
not in the
this
window.
bar wouldn't
I'm
have a
banned. I can't.
problem
My
with
posts
him
aren't
being
there. You can
there,
scroll up.
as long
I
as he
showed you
actually
live on
spent
air.
Money. Do you know? As long as he actually
And here's the thing.
bought a drink.
The guy
But remember,
is
Bake
totally.
pretending he's
It's
a
not
good
gone.
Catholic who doesn't drink.
What the hell are you talking about?
Here.
Get out of here. The point is, this guy is a free speech
so he's
absolutist,
refusing
but
to
the
buy
moment that it
alcohol.
hurts his feelings, the moment he's upset,
because he's
he
just
resorts to
sitting there
blocking
being a
people,
nuisance
he
to
resorts to
other
banning them from his
customers,
chat.
live streaming,
Oh, wait a minute. Here we go.
and getting a
Give me a
water.
second. I'm sorry, I forgot to
They've
switch
decided to
browsers.
kick him out.
My
It's
bad.
really got nothing to do with
I
him
made a
wearing
mistake
the
there.
mask
But
or
yeah,
not.
just scroll up.
But that's just
And I'll do the
my
test
opinion,
again.
And he was just
This is
had
the-
a shitty attitude
where I'm
with
not
the
logged in,
bartender from the start.
And then I'll go back and I'll demonstrate this as
So
much as I
it is what
want.
it is. And they
Go
see
back
him
to the
trying
first one,
prey on
okay?
this clearly mental.
Let's see. Up. Back a bit.
The bartender's like, no, like this is fucked.
Give me a
You
quick
gotta
second.
go." Anyway, back to this shit here.
Okay. Again, bear with me a moment.
Yeah, exactly. He was super rude over no mask.
Okay, gonna type in something in the chat.
I don't have a mask, dude. Like,
All right. So let's see.
You said I could film here. No, you can't change your mind.
He is
You already
afraid of
said it.
Zoom.
No.
Call the cops because you're the one who
Yeah.
did it wrong.
Exactly. Thank you. Sammy's right. Yeah. Oh, he said he's gonna call the cops.
There we go.
Now he's
Put that
gonna
in the
call
chat.
the cops.
And then we'll go ahead and switch to here.
Film, he said you can stream here.
Hey, look at that. My message just doesn't show up. It doesn't show up at all. He can't stand to have me in his chat room. He can't. So all you people saying that, oh, wow, it's not there. type something normal. I did. I said PPP is afraid of Zoom. Why would YouTube censor that? It makes no sense. Someone in chat comments, JMK is just the villain of the week. You hate him for the same reason you hated Kraut and Monday Matt. Yeah, I've noticed that a lot of people in this community, a lot of the vocal ones.
Look into his eyes right now.
Oh, my message is still there? Okay, yeah, look, it's not there. You can keep scrolling up.
Decision to get this woman's phone number.
None of my messages are there.
That he's making a mistake.
Switch to live chat. Okay, we're switching to live chat.
This is probably the only chance.
We're in live chat. None of my messages are there.
Ever taking off again.
Wow. Wow.
So he's
it's not there.
Make it happen here.
And yeah, I don't blame people who are just around to laugh, but people keep on playing this moral. People keep making these moral claims, these principle claims about how it's all about this guy's right, that guy's right, but none of these people believe it. I'm the only one who actually gives a shit about any of this stuff. Guys like Ashton Parks, he doesn't care about that. They just care about whoever's turn it is this week in order to go ahead and dunk on them. Guys like Kraut, Monday Matt, they forgave those guys, and now they've thrown them under the bus again, at least in the case of Monday Matt, in order to go ahead. Oh, this guy's calling me a liar? Okay, we'll do the test one more time, just to make it clear. Live chat. See this? This is live chat, okay? I'm not logged into this account. We'll be going back to this browser. Browser 1, we're here. This is my account. And I'll switch it on screen for you guys. Okay, my account right here. I'm going to type in the chat.
They
hello,
are calling the
PPP. There. Something that's not controversial, something that won't get censored. Go to browser 2. And what do you know? It's not there. What we have instead is the two messages. At that angle, she suddenly hits 31, and then she hit the wall. And if we switch back to the other one...
Well, it's because you're a cheap piece of shit who wouldn't buy this.
It's not there. Wow. My messages are gone. So yeah, you guys are full of shit. The ones that are saying that PPP didn't ban me and called me a liar over it, no, I proved it. In any event, and that's the last time I'm going to go ahead and prove it, except maybe at the end, just to make that point sink in. JMK, go check the test in a stream that is not PPPs. You can't be shadow banned across all channels. I'm shadow banned on the Daka Daka channel. This has been the Daka Daka channel that I've been banned. So yeah, this is not cross-channel stuff. This is not any kind of thing like that.
Is anyone surprised that she works at
And then this bully, the anti-bully guy, wants to say you are not banned. Okay, that's a cute troll. That's a good troll attempt. That is cute. But you banned Godwin's entire fan base. Yeah, I did block several people on Twitter. But then I unblocked them because, well, I think a lot of people got caught up in that.
Just thinking about that.
You want to go ahead and blame me for something that happened in the past? Go ahead. PPP is scared of me right the fuck now.
Afford Taco Bell because he lives with his parents at 36-something years old. And he needs the employee discount at Taco Bell. Whoa.
Now he's shitting on Baked Alaska for living with his parents when Surfer's just busy footing his bills because Ashton doesn't have a job. He can't hold a job. Anyone would look at his dumb shit he's done online and not hire him. He got kicked out of his congregation because of the dumb shit he was doing, like showing his asshole in the open on a live stream. And I'm not being metaphorical or hyperbolic when I say that. He pulled down his pants, got in front of the camera, and shoved his ass right in front of a camera. That should have been it for him. If it weren't for Godwinson, then he'd be nothing. He'd be down the gutter. And frankly, that's where he belongs. Because he wants to go ahead and say a whole bunch of dumb shit that's just not true. At the same time, this guy wants to pretend that he's a big Christian, a big deal, and he wants to boast about his Protestantism. This is why you don't become a Protestant, because you can just discard whichever parts of the Bible that don't suit your narrative. You can just go ahead, lie to people, not turn the other cheek, go ahead and say disparaging remarks, and also say things like, oh yeah, Jim should die of cancer. Why would you say that? It's fucked up. It is. And this guy wants to lecture you, the audience, about what's right or wrong.
So,
he wants to lecture you guys about morality. He wants to give you his big brain takes to you guys and tell you guys that he thinks that he owns what is right and what is wrong.
They decide. Someone
in the chat says you said you were stating. That was a joke. If you can't tell the difference between someone being serious and a joke, you're retarded. I'm sorry. There's no other way to explain it.
About 2 hours in, I'm going to show
Another
you
comment in the
actually
chat.
a pretty funny image.
I'm sure if your
So,
job saw you using
in
the
the
word
2
retard every
hours
second, you wouldn't be working
from
either.
where we
Also,
just
applying, you
left
have a
off
job.
to
I know you're on
where I
benefits.
am now taking this,
I've never been on
in the
benefits.
midst of that,
And
I'm
as
just
far as
gonna
my
show
employment
you,
goes,
one
I've
still
had
image
numerous
here.
jobs before.
This is something that's
Before.
happened.
I don't really have an issue with it being employed or unemployed.
Sammy now has
You don't
an
really
eye
know my
patch
life, so I
for
don't know
her
why
eye.
you make shit up like that.
Baked is
Did you
is
hear
baked,
Godwinson celebrated millennial
and
woes getting
shit's just
harassed in
totally
real life by
fucked.
Antifa?
Now I'm going to take
I believe that.
another
I haven't
hour
seen
ahead.
that yet, but I could believe that's something he would do. I'd have to see the receipts on that, so you could send me a screenshot or an archive of that.
Some of the
Maybe I'll pull that up
here,
on
but
stream.
That's still image. I mean, what the fuck? If you want to know how it
Godwinson
got
is
to
a
that
liberal.
point,
Yeah, he is.
you can do some research on your own. The timestamp for
Liar.
the eye
Weebs
patch
don't
is
have
4
jobs.
hours and
Okay, that's
50
pretty funny. I'll
minutes.
give you that one.
So I'm going to go to 5 hours and 43 minutes in. So this is about an hour later.
And here's
we're
another
just
thing.
gonna start to
I really
see-
don't like PPP setup here.
Actually, we're going to go a little
Like,
bit
look at
before
this
that.
guy. I'm going to mute him for a
And we're
second
just-
because what he's saying's not all that important. He's on camera, flailing his arms about, like, talking about some dumb shit, ripping into this guy. Okay, yeah, sure, we get it. But he doesn't do take any time to really explain who Baked Alaska is. He doesn't go ahead and, like, pull up. Instead of, like, using OBS and setting up properly, where, like, taking, you know, like, maybe taking a loan from Surfer, buying like another monitor, having that on the side, and then just hooking that up to his laptop, having the Streamlabs in like one monitor or the other, and then just going ahead using OBS to show it. Or you don't even need another monitor. He doesn't even need to take that step. If he is so poor and so broke that he can't afford a second monitor, which is dirt cheap nowadays, maybe like 10 years ago it wasn't, but now you can buy a new monitor for like $100. It's not a big deal. He can just have the OBS in one window and another window have the receipts he wants to show, so everything is clear for the audience for the points he wants to make. Like if he wants to show Baked Alaska being a piece of shit, he doesn't have to hold the camera at a Dutch angle and try to get everything like correctly on screen and try to wiggle and fidget about. You can even see some of the laptop there as he like tries to steady it. I wonder if he's listening to this right now, which is why he's getting nervous and shaky with that camera there. Someone asked me if I'm a Baked Alaska fan. No, I am not. I am not a Baked Alaska. I never liked Baked Alaska. Everyone else looked at Baked Alaska and thought he was God. I didn't. I saw Baked Alaska and I saw a guy go from a Black Lives Matter supporter in 2016 to a alt-right, anti-Jewish neo-Nazi in the same year. I never liked that guy. He was always been a grifter. He changes his positions like water. And you can read his Wikipedia article to show how frequently he does this. PPP has an audience now, but if he doesn't cover Ralph, that will evaporate in months. Absolutely right. He will go ahead and he will go back to shitting on Ralph in a week from now. This whole we are now good boys with Ralph now, we are friends with Ralph, that's a total lie. It's not an act, it's a lie. They want to convince as many people that Ralph is good so that they can play this game over again, so they can pick another person to shit on, because if they shit on someone way too much, the game's up and then they're just fucked because they realize that it's not a good look to be like constantly hitting someone over and over again. Now me, I will hit someone over and over again because I don't give a shit about the PR optics games like we're politicians running for office or some dumb shit like that. But these guys, they will. They will. PPP will be carried by Godwinson. Likely. That is actually likely, yeah. If Godwinson can keep up his charisma and charm. Actually, you know what? I don't think so. Because I'm going to be covering these guys a little bit more closely. And I don't think they're going to be able to survive. I don't think that Godwinson's British upper crust accent and how principled and moral he is about everything and hyperbolic about things and judging people for things that he's admitting that he is guilty of. It's not going to work. Satire in chat says, I wonder if the whole We Heart Ralph Club is deliberate, so they will lose their audience and go back to being relevant for now. I don't know, maybe that's dumb. No, I don't agree with your take on that, because if that was the case, they wouldn't be waging a war with Nick Fuentes and Baked Alaska right now, as they're doing here. Godwinson has been around since 2012, though. Yeah, I mean, like, he's not going to die or stop making videos. I mean, that's just retarded to think that way. Even if all of Godwinson's accounts were gone tomorrow, it wouldn't matter because the reality is he'll just create new accounts and make more dumb shit. So Godwinson could always just make funny videos and gain new audience members that way. I don't think PPP can do that. And yeah. Argent in chat says, I tend to think that Christians should fight our common enemies together. That's more of a complicated question to answer. Like, I'm not really here to go into theology right now, but I'll give a brief answer on that. Basically, there are certain fundamental disagreements between Christian denominations that are irreconcilable. And the truth of the matter, and while that is the case, there's still a kind of common moral groundwork that all the denominations agree with, except like far lefty liberal types. Essentially, basic tenets of morality, like do unto others what you would want them to do unto you. What Christ had preached in the Gospels, particularly in the Sermon on the Mount, the commandments, etc. And the thing about that is something that we should be striving to have. But at the same time, though, we can't ignore the fact, like those of us, we can't ignore that those differences aren't just a matter of like, that they're just superficial or just irrelevant or don't matter. They have to be resolved. Obviously, I'm a Catholic and I don't like Protestants. I wear that on my sleeve. I should say I don't like Protestantism, to be very specific here, because I'm not just gonna like disassociate with someone just because they're of a different denomination than myself. But PPP likes to attack Catholics actively. He likes to fire shots at them and say, "Oh, they're not real Christians." He likes to mock them constantly. So no, I'm not gonna go ahead and give this guy a pass, especially when, unlike other Protestants, he's just a non-denominational, quote-unquote Christian, and he doesn't follow any of the basic rules. As Christ said in the gospel, you would judge a tree by the fruits it bears. So under any reasonable standard of Christianity, by anyone reading the Bible in good faith, anyone taking the forefathers of Christianity, even if they want to take the advocates of the Reformation, PPP doesn't live up to any of those standards at all. That's just the reality of the situation. So yeah, that was a bit of a rant. Someone in chat says, an hour before they came on to stream to berate JMK, Fan Organization was insulting them, and he just came in chat saying, if you guys only knew what I knew. Well, yeah, it's because Phantom Organization is also a piece of shit, and the reason why he flipped on that on a dime is because it was convenient in the moment. Now, let's see what PP's saying here.
Until they get kicked out into the street, and then we'll move to the next day, and I'll recap the last 2 hours of the show in probably under 5 minutes, okay?
PPP's not going to stay up. He's getting sleepy PPP. Is that it?
I'm not trying to get pink eye. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Sorry. I'm just kidding.
Guess what? I didn't get this from rubbing on anybody. I got this from a liquid being thrown in my face that burned my eye.
You done fucked up, Ron.
But you need to see a
Let's see.
doctor ASAP.
Yeah, you need to see a doctor.
You need to see a psychologist
No.
ASAP because you're fucking crazy for trying to ruin my life for so long. Yeah, I think it's something.
All right, you ready? You ready to go?
That person's been trying to ruin her life for a very
boring.
long time.
Is this going to be like with Worski? Like, for those of you who are following my channel, who may be listening now,
I just need
like, I used to stream Snipe Andy Worski when he was having his meltdown.
It's her panties.
Yeah, we just need
He's
her
been wearing her panties as a mask
And
to get
I
into
stopped
bars.
doing that because Andy Worski's streams are just so boring. I couldn't make them entertaining to do. I couldn't keep doing it. Like, it was funny for a little bit, but then it just became, so what's PPP actually saying? It's like a lot of nothing.
Just ruthless. How can this be scripted? You tell me that.
Yeah. No, I know.
No, they're being nice. I've been being very nice, Paul. I've never consented to being on camera. So if someone is...
Why is he showing this? What's the point? Now, see, what I would do, if I was doing this, if I was covering a
They
show about
will
Baked
be
Alaska,
prosecuted. The bouncer's here.
I mean, I'd rather just, if I was interested in what's going on here, I wouldn't want some autist giving me his hot takes on it at the same time. It's just annoying. Like, if I were to go ahead and do this Baked Alaska bit, I would watch the stream offline, skim through it, find the best parts, clip that, and then give my takes on those particular clips that would either be the most insightful or the most entertaining, depending on what direction I was going to go. This is just find random moments in the stream, play them, hold the camera up to your laptop so that way you can record it. I mean, this is so annoying. Like, they want to go ahead and say my streams are bad. The quality of this stream is objectively bad. This is just terrible. He's not prepared. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's just giving us random little takes here and there and saying, there's more, because Baked Alaska, he's not just some grifter Spurg. He's like Evil Knievel. He's manipulating Fuentes and Milo's like the final boss. This is the kind of shit he wants to tell you guys. It's so dumb. Kid A2000 in chat says, John, do you think PPP is tearing down the established corrupt religious order the way that Kierkegaard did, or do you think he's just Canadian? I think he's just a Canadian Spurg. I wouldn't be surprised if JMK was taking orders from Godwinson as well at this point. I'm not, but I like that you think that, because you shouldn't take someone who has a microphone and is talking to an audience as like at their word on anything. Based on everything I've seen in this stuff, like taking a very skeptical and cynical mindset towards things is actually a good thing. Let's see. Toxic Dubs. I can't believe PPP blew up for even a minute. Agreed at this point. JMK, don't take this the wrong way, but in your debate, it didn't seem like you understood that Godwinson was trolling you and nothing you said was serious. No, I understand Godwinson was trolling me. I did not understand that. I was just trying to point out his bullshit and make it obvious to the people listening that was the case. Like, people take Godwinson as though he's some kind of a hero when he's not. All he is some schmuck who LARPs as a teacher on the internet, and he just likes to revel in attention whoring. He doesn't even do it for money. It doesn't make sense. It's kayfabe to the point of being trite when there's animosity behind it. Yeah. Like, I am getting kind of sick of people just going after other people, not because they did anything wrong, or not because it'd be funny, but because, oh no, this guy made fun of me on a live stream. Who cares? Let's see. So you're admitting to working with Godwinson to manufacture drama and work the audience? No, I said the opposite of that. What I said was, no, I'm not working with Godwinson at all, period. I'm not trying to work the audience at all. If that was the case, I'd just be going along with what they're doing. If it doesn't make dollars, then it doesn't make sense. No, that's not what I said. Like, if you're doing it as a fun hobby like I do, that's one thing. But if you're doing it like Godwinson does it, I don't get what his angle is. Godwinson in particular doesn't make sense. All right, let's see here. So he's got some unknown chemical in her eye and Baked is streaming them walking around instead of going to the ER to get her eye checked out. BS. Very likely. Let's see. JMK is the fifth man and a double agent. I'm not, but okay. There are so many videos and so many have been taken down. Godwinson connection confirmed. All right, let's just keep listening to this.
I don't need you to sit there and make fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you.
This man is like, look
He's
at him.
from Mexico.
Look at him. Look at him. He's like, what have I stumbled upon? What have I stumbled upon?
Oh, what's up, homie? No, I'm from Phoenix. Oh, you lied.
I am from Phoenix.
PPP would know that look. He gets it all the time.
You're a liar.
I think he called her a junkie.
I don't appreciate the way those
Here, let me see. Let me see that. How do you know the Rose Man?
The Rose Man.
How many followers do you have?
Like 28,000.
Nobody gives a fuck about
What do you do?
what happens.
Just live stream. All right, you ready to? Are you ready to go? What's she doing, bro?
You're gonna get arrested.
Whoa.
That's a lot.
I know. Come on. Wait. How's that against the law? What'd she do?
Can't go in there after 2.
Oh.
You can't go in there after 2 SA. You can't go in there after 2
You gotta
SA.
get in the car.
Why is he cutting to his face?
Sammy,
I don't get it. Like, he's not good at like
Bake
impressions
will
or
walk
whatever.
away.
Get in the car. Get in the car, please. Get in the car. Come on. Hey, Sammy.
Like, look at this.
Sammy.
Like, Baked is being Captain Save-A-Ho.
I'm giving you a
Captain
ride home.
You
Save-A-Ho.
want to videotape me like this? Turn it off.
No, I'm strictly.
Lord of all the land.
Hilarious. You work
Captain
for Amanda too.
He works
Amanda
for Amanda.
Tyler. She's the one that's trying to ruin my.
I don't work for Amanda. I'm just Baked Alaska. I'm friends with you. Let me just take you
Okay,
home.
I am gonna say
Get home
this
safe.
about
You just
this
proved
baked
that
shit.
you were only showing
Like,
the
if
bad
she's
side of my
upset that
life.
that Baked is filming her,
Trying to make me look
why
like
is she getting up into the cameras
Amanda
as much as
Tyler.
possible? That doesn't make any sense.
a fake
Like,
police
she should
officer
just
to
walk
show
away.
somebody look
Let's go.
bad.
Let's go.
Like, not be around Baked. It's that simple. Or walk around the camera.
I'm sick of bullshit. I'm
Like,
sick
this
of
is some obvious stuff.
I'm sick of people
I don't get why this needs this deep level of analysis where PPP's gonna go for this entire stream.
Yeah, she went to the
That's
doctor.
irrelevant.
Oh, man.
I'm talking about the
And I'm not gonna be like up all night commenting on this because it's just gonna get boring, man. It's not gonna be worth staying up the full 5 hours, not unless something interesting happens.
Like that's how I really look. No, I'm a totally good eye. The fact that they did that to me
Okay.
is bullshit.
I'm gonna take you home. Let's go.
It's not
Let's go home.
fair.
Let's go home. Come on,
I'm
Sammy.
upset. Don't touch me. I don't need a scorch.
Well, you gotta get in the car so I can take you
No,
home.
I'm at perfectly fucking well-mannered.
Someone in chat comments, I watched
She's
JMK
perfectly
give his autistic take one
And
on a
perfectly
PPP stream, giving his
well-minded and
autistic take
well-mannered.
to a bake stream. What a time to be alive. Indeed.
Folks, press 1 if this is completely batshit insane.
I'm also tired of the
And you
shtick.
think
It
that
was
this is
funny
as
for a little
insane as
bit,
it
but
can
this
get.
whole press 1 thing, press 2 thing,
Press 2.
it's
If
bullshit.
you
Every
have
time you hear
faith
that,
that
just
in the
throw a
next
middle
about
finger at
3
them.
hours,
Like,
I'm
they
gonna
want to
take you on a
do
journey
consensus
beyond
cracking
all
so that
fucking
way they can show their
reality.
influence on the audience. This is something that Jim and Tonka saw popularized. Who
ones.
cares?
There are doubters. There are doubters of the baked bonanza. But shit's about to get fucking wild.
No,
There are
everyone
some
knows
doubters
that
who
Baked is a grifter.
People believe in pressing.
What are you
So,
doing, PPP?
Eventually, Baked gets her to calm down and get in the car.
Did he ban everyone from the chat?
He
Like, is he only having a hug box? I'm curious
promises
about
to
that.
give
Like, people should be calling him out how boring
Sammy
and dumb this shit is.
$100 to help her situation. At the moment he volunteers to give Sammy $100, the chat then begins throwing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars at Baked in donations for Sammy. Before this stream ends,
Satire in
Baked
chat
Alaska
asks,
has
"Are you not a
committed
big Medicare fan, John?"
to giving this
I like
girl
his videos are solid. I like them. But like in his later years, he kind of started he started bending the knee to people he shouldn't have. He started kissing some rings, started making deals with the devil, that sort of stuff. And he was also like, I don't know. He said he was like in his and then he just started going like the final
axes,
and
though,
that whole thing with Dick Masterson.
baked axes, though,
I gotta shake my
his
head at
credit card
like why
doesn't
was
work,
Jim
he can't pull the
defending
money out of
Dax?
the ATM,
I don't get it.
all these fucking excuses.
As far as him
because
as
Baked,
like
I don't even
overall his
think
character is a
had
lot better than a lot of other
$1,000
people's,
in
but
actual
Jim
cash in
isn't
his
like this
bank.
perfect
He did get
individual.
$1,000 in
But my main
donations.
point
But
in
the
bringing
next
up
day, Fuentes
these
breaks it
guys
down on
like
his show,
just
'cause we're gonna get
using
into
old
it.
hat material isn't to like take shots on the people they're emulating,
Fuentes
but rather they're just trying to be a carbon copy of them. PPP clearly models himself after Medicare. PPP clearly just wants to copy and paste things that Medicare did and just throw it back at people, and that's really what he does.
So he's actually going to be out
So,
of
yeah.
pocket hundreds and hundreds of dollars if he goes back to this girl's house the next day to pay her what was committed. But if he doesn't pay her what was committed, he's a fucking scumbag. And this audience, the 2,000 people who watched this crazy fucking show as it unfolded, are going to turn on him for not taking care of the mentally deranged schizophrenic.
Does
So
he
this
know
is
that
now
she has
where we're at.
schizophrenia?
Baked Alaska.
You know that's not
Again,
just a
we could
synonym
go
for
through
crazy
all 2
person,
hours of
right?
this, but we can't because there's so much more. What you got to know basically is Baked has committed $1,000 to this girl. And so now we're going to go to the next stream. This is called Meeting Up with Sammy. So the next day, Baked gets Sammy, okay? He gets Sammy, and he's going to take her to the pharmacy.
And here's the someone in chat says he already thinks he is
get
Jim.
eye drops so that her
Here's
eye,
the thing.
because it's infected,
Jim would
and she'll
never
lose her eye if she doesn't take these prescription eye
Jim
drops.
would never,
Okay?
ever ban anyone from the chat. He was consistent with that. He had no mods, no co-hosts. Nobody gets banned from chat. Say whatever you want, and you can say it. He was consistent with that. He never did any of the censorship stuff. He never advocate anyone gets deplatformed or anyone gets banned, stuff like that, which I don't agree with Jim on the free speech absolutism question. I don't. I've been consistent with that for a while now. But you got to respect the fact that Jim never stooped to the levels that he saw as low and scummy. As far as that regard goes. Other ways he kind of did like go a little bit against some of the things he said. But overall, like, yeah, he would never do that. If this guy wants to be the next Medicare, you know what? The least you could do is keep your chat open. Like, in recent times, I've had to go ahead. I've got ahead and yeah. So it's like, if this guy wants to be Medicare, actually emulate the good aspects of Medicare. So let's listen to this guy.
Very clear. She was telling us about the health effects of salt, about how it was going to purify us the day before. And she's asked us, what is sodium?
I also have to ask, how old are these streams that
son.
PPP is going over?
Shit.
And why is he going over this now?
That will work, won't it?
You like salt.
Yeah, because I'm smart.
She's
Right,
smart.
but no, where's...
And I'm it was like,
You gotta get the prescription thing.
yeah, I am.
How long is it taking?
They're gonna get it in a minute.
Okay.
But
That's all you'll need.
yeah,
You won't need anything else.
because it's really
Let me see that.
It's bubbling up, like bubbles.
Yeah.
Like
Let me see this.
Look at the drinks here.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing in the store. This actually, if you pour it out on the table, it doesn't have any bubbles.
Do you want to ask... Why don't you ask them?
But
Ask the pharmacist. Okay, ask the
This is
pharmacist.
so boring. I
if
can't
this will help
comment
you
on
too,
this. It's just
okay?
two people going to
Go
a
ask them.
pharmacy to buy some medication because one of them is in pain. Who cares? This is a nothing burger. How do you mess this up? You're going
Don't
after
put
Baked
salt in
Alaska.
it, yeah.
Like, this isn't
Probably not
this isn't like
the-
extreme abnormal behavior like
Probably not the
PPP's
best
make it
idea.
out to be. Who cares?
No, it'll purify it, Baked. Didn't you listen? Fucking asshole, you.
This happened within the last 2
Now
weeks.
Baked
Okay.
is walking around the farm.
Bit late to the party,
I don't know
but
how
at least
long
it's
this
within like
prescription's gonna take.
that long. Got a nice I guess he's got a mug for the camera.
Hey, we're
I don't
doing
know.
what we can. We're doing what we can.
Like, this is cringy,
Somebody
but I'm
goes,
not
"This is
getting...
sad." People in my own chat are saying this is fucking sad. It is pretty fucking sad, but it just shows like the type of slimy fucking
Shamu
scumbag
says in chat,
Baked is that
doing it now
he's
because of the trash
exploiting
fart,
us
I'd
for
imagine.
content,
But they should
and it
just use these
shows,
streams
like,
instead of
whoa,
reading
man, this
at
shit's
clip channels.
fucked, man. And this is like the
Yeah, I
leader,
agree. It'll be a
one of
more
the
productive
leaders
use of their
the
time if they
Groupers
made
there.
actual content
It just gets
instead of
it
getting
just
mad at the
continues.
clippers.
Just watch.
Like,
just watch. Fuck.
that was a criticism, by the way, that PPP and Godwinson had about Ralph, was he was attacking the clip channels. Now it's like, oh, clip channels are bad now.
There's a lot of...
No, clip channels
people
go ahead.
broken
They
in here.
go ahead. They clip the streams. They re-upload because people don't want to sit through 5 hours of a
How
fat
can it
boy
get worse? Oh,
flailing
just
his arms
beautiful.
about. They don't want to listen to
much as
like
you can.
Ralph or whatever hot
Got
political
you.
takes they have. They want to see the key highlights in the moments. And a lot of times people will actually go back to the streams that they're actually clipped from. So these people doing this thing where they're getting mad at the clippers, you just don't do that. It's not a good look.
But that would definitely help. You know, go to some support groups or whatever.
Penguin asks, what exactly
He's
is PPP
collected
trying to do? Did Bake
$1,000
do
in
anything
cash
funny?
in an envelope.
I don't know what PPP's angle is with Baked Alaska. Like,
So somebody has said to me, PPP, yes, Bake is exploiting her, but he's getting her the help she needs. What you are going to see during the course of this stream, and you may not have seen it yet, what you're going to see is that she is beyond help. Any amount of money that Bake's going to give her is not going to help her, okay? You'll see this when we get back to
That's
the
right,
trailer,
boys. Don't give to
she
the
lives,
downtrodden.
okay?
They're beyond help. Very
Once we
Christian.
get back to this trailer, and you see the sequence at the trailer that's going to take place, you are going to realize this person is fucking beyond help. And I don't say that lightly, because I think a lot of people can get help that are fucking whacked. But fuck, she is beyond help. Like, I'm not... You might think I'm an asshole right now, but in fucking 4 hours, you'll understand.
Okay.
Okay?
PPP says he's not an asshole. All right, let's take a little break from this shit. Just want to show something. This is actually something that Senpai is Home did a video on recently. You can go watch his video on it if you want. But I'm going to show something that PPP said, because I think it's worth showcasing here. All right, let's search. I hope they put a bullet in you and don't waste any more of their valuable time. This is in response to Jim talking about his cancer. About how he's being put under sedation and they have to put injection in him. You know, kind of updating his fans what the fuck is going on here. This is PPP's response. Not criticisms that might be valid, not things that might actually be questionable about Jim's story. Because if he was being skeptical, or if he was like, hey, why are you telling everyone this? Are you just trying to rake up sympathy to fund your subscribe star? Nothing like that. I hope they put a bullet in you and don't waste any more of their valuable time. Jim gave PPP a platform when his channel got flagged down to the ground. Jim went ahead and treated PPP with respect. Maybe not as much as PPP wanted, but he still had him on. They talked things over. Jim was honest with him, by all appearances. And then he goes ahead and says this. Let's be realistic here. What kind of a Christian minister that PPP claims to be says something like this? He goes ahead, takes his hero that he doesn't want to call his hero, which is why he does the ironic "I'm attacking Jim" thing. And he tells him he hopes he takes a bullet because Jim threw a couple of jabs on him on a live stream. Yeah. Oh, but PPP wants to tell us that he's not an asshole. No, PPP, you're a piece of shit. That's what you are. In fact, someone calls him out over it, and I'll show that too. Yeah, this guy did. This Sweetie Squad fan. He says, bro, can you not? He didn't join your gun hunt, but he also didn't get in your way. The man is ill. I've been on your side since you began, but now you're taunting the ill? Get your life together. And then he says, sounds like moral fagging to me? But wait, PPP told Nick Ricada he doesn't believe in moral fagging. Now PPP wants to use it when it's convenient. Really? Okay, buddy. Yeah, the guy who said on Nick Ricada's stream that, yeah, I want everyone to follow the same virtues and ethics because I believe that morals come from God and everyone should obey the same objective morality. Now he's accusing people of moral fagging. What a piece of shit. Like, this isn't kayfabe, this isn't PPP pulling an act. That's how he really feels. Let's get that straight. And then the guy continues, not really. It's just really weird for you to kick a man when he's down. He's out of the game. He's not in your way. Why don't you focus on people who actively come after you? I get that you're like the next level trolling, and I like it. Jim had no problem kicking dirt in the face of people in the gutter. Why should he be defended from what he practiced? PPP, you did everything you could to bully Ralph, Mundane Matt, Kraut T, back when we had a problem with those people. Nick Fuentes, everyone. You took the least charitable interpretations possible. You made fun of them relentlessly. You encouraged people to go after them, dox them, harass them, everything and anything in your power to do so. But now it's like, oh, well, because Jim would do the same thing, would allegedly do the same, would just quote unquote, kick people into the dirt, that justifies you going after it. This makes no sense. None. And then he says, name one. And don't say Terry Davis, because you really can't lay that corpse at his feet. And then he says he killed Sargon's child. What the fuck? Like, why? When? What? This never happened. Medicare didn't do this. Sargon's wife had a miscarriage, and other people, not Medicare, made fun of him for it. That's what happened. PPP, Jim didn't kill Sargon's kid. This is just an SJW argument. I'm not using that hyperbolically or polemically or sarcastically or ironically. This is an SJW argument. You make fun of someone, that's the same level as violence. That's what PPP is arguing here. And then he says, go on, I'm unaware of him murdering a child. Which is, yeah, quite the reasonable response here. And he responds with, he bullied Sargon's wife into miscarriage. He kicked dirt into Jarbo and Kraut's faces in the gutter. He killed Terry and bullied degenerate furries to suicide. Okay, firstly, give him medal for this one right here. I'm just going to say. If Jim actually did bully furries to the suicide, he earns a medal. But more importantly than that, he didn't do any of this shit. PPP is just being this big social justice warrior keyboard activist says harassment is bad and mean, and we gotta punish the bullies now. I'm gonna give him a taste of his own medicine. That is just disgusting. And he continues, and this guy calls him out on it. By your logic, I could say you drove shit show Ralph to seeking comfort in an 18-year-old mentally ill girl. You owned him so hard he became a borderline pedo. You owned Rakota so hard you gave him a second hand cancer. That logic cuts both ways, buddy. And yeah, he's right about that. Like, you can't say rules for me and not for thee. And then he says, cry harder for your father figure who would make fun of anyone who cried about illness or problems on the internet. It is now crying like a bitch online for sympathy, like any common whore. Where is this coming from? Like, did PPP, did someone come to PPP's house and piss in his cornflakes? I don't get it. Like, this is really over the top, even for this guy. And then he says, LOL, no one's crying. I'm asking why you're going after a sick boomer instead of doing something productive. It's honestly kind of pathetic. I've enjoyed watching you tear down Gunt King and Rakota. This is just sad. You're a sad doughy parasite that dies with Ralph. And yeah, he's absolutely right about that. PPP will hang himself after Ralph is done. When Ralph quits, retires, or dies, PPP will take a rope, fasten around his neck, and go, and that'll be the end of him. Because the guy is gaining 10 pounds a week. He has no life, no girlfriend, no woman, no job, no. He doesn't seem to interact with his parents at all. Nothing. All that PPP has is this dumb internet shit. He has no prospects at all. I mean, one exceptional individual once said that I like to snake away every once in a while. I'm not snaking away when I leave the internet. When I leave this stuff behind, it's because I have better shit to do and I feel like coming back when it's fun again. I've done this multiple times in the past and I'll probably do it again, to be honest. But PPP, this is all he can live for. All he has is this dumb internet shit. And it's making him worse and worse and worse. Dr. G asks, can someone explain to me how does shadow banning works? Yeah, basically, you have the option to outright ban someone from your chat if you want to. You can time them out, or you can mute them. Now, if what shadow banning is what YouTube's mute feature is. Shadow banning is essentially where you're banned, as in your messages will not appear to anyone else except maybe the moderators, but nobody else can see them. That's how that works. So when I post in PPP's chat, my messages don't appear. My messages appear to me, but they don't appear to anybody else. So yeah. Let's see. What other comments are there here? Someone asks, whatever happened to Verilo? He decided to go off and do other things. That's it. Let's see. Talk about your debates on Friday, JMK. Phantom Organization, Godwinson, you lost against, but PPP you won against, in my opinion. I don't think I did particularly well in those debates, to be honest. Honestly, I just don't really want it to go on. Other people have different mixed opinions. Some people said I did well against Godwinson. Other people said I did well against PPP. It seems to be me to be overall a mixed bag. I tried to relay several points about things that are going on in general. I tried to counter some of Godwinson's bullshit. I get what Godwinson was doing. He was trying to make me look like a crazy person or whatever. I don't really like care. Take it as you will. If anyone wants to like give me feedback on specifics, go ahead. Otherwise, it is what it is. Like, I honestly, all I know is that I was right the first time. Fan Organization's a piece of shit. I'm not going on his show again. Forget that. That's the way he treats his guests. No, fuck that guy. And as for the other two knuckleheads, PPP and Godwinson, I don't expect to confront them again, but the answer will probably be no, because all they're going to do is use their usual bullshit, especially PPP. No, you definitely won against PPP because PPP didn't engage you. Like, I'd agree with that, but like, I'm biased because I was debating. So, hard to debate when people scream. That is true. Godwinson was gaslighting. Oh, that's what he always does. Godwinson is a guy who will openly say that he makes baseless claims all the time. Let's see. Let's go back. Yeah. Also, I would like to note this other thing. When Zoom came on and he kicked PPP shit, and he didn't have anything to say in response. Everything Zoom said was accurate as far as I'm aware. Like, PPP, in fact, the best point Zoom made, though, is that PPP gets all his lines from Godwinson, and when he's caught off guard, he doesn't know what the fuck to say. That's the truth. I believe that, like, 100%. All right, let's go back to this shit. See if there's anything worth paying attention to. Someone asks, what were you debating? Well, I wasn't really debating anything with PPP. I was trying to like debate disagreements that I was having with them. I was pointing out how Godwinson and PPP were full of shit. Oh, and the other thing I don't like is I use some very naughty words in those streams. And you've heard me use those naughty words on these streams too. They were saying I was trying to get Phantom Organization's channel taken down. I'm going to be real with you guys. Saying nigger and saying faggot, while they're not socially acceptable, and I don't recommend you go out saying them because of their connotations, and even saying them out of context will get you, like, lynched nowadays. The reality is, you can still say them on YouTube. Like, that's the reality. So, yeah. So any of these accusations that I'm trying to get Phantom Organization deplatformed from YouTube, that's just SJW-isms. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and
right now.
put this.
Please, can you put it away?
How do you think that's entertaining?
No. Can you just put the card away?
We have
Wait, what did that
reached
note
just
say?
a complete
Back a bit.
apocalyptic.
Wait, no. I want to see what the note said.
Please, can you put it away?
Hang on. We'll do some CSI level analysis
Can you
here.
just put the card away?
Okay, let's slow this down to about 25. Play that. Huh. What is that note? First, wait, no, go back to that. Back a bit. Play it. A little bit. Okay, can anyone make out that note? In the chat? Let's see. Five in the leaves. That's some weird items on his desk. Why does he have a roll of tape here? Is he building something? A ball of glue, it looks like, or a mug? Yeah, it looks like a mug. A couple of mugs. It's got a stapler, it looks like, or some... Oh, wait, that's not a stapler. That's a can opener. Why does he have that next to his laptop? Is their apartment that small? It's really weird. All right, let's go ahead to let's go ahead over here. Let's actually speed this up a bit. Holy crap.
Guys, No, you don't.
Okay.
You don't want to. You don't want to expose that. Just okay. Can you put it away? Where does it go? Does it go? Can you put it in your bag?
I wonder
or
if that's the
something?
real Godspeed. Do some runs around the block, fatty. It's funny.
I mean, put it in your pocket or something.
Using this card is from
Watch PPP freak out now that Zoom is in the chat.
recording people without my permission. By the way,
What?
against the wall.
Also, I
Outside?
hear a rumor in the chat that Earjuice is threatening to leak shit on me. He's welcome to leak whatever the fuck he wants. I'm not at all intimidated.
Not in their home.
When? Who did I record in their home without their
I'm just
permission?
saying hypothetically.
In their home, you can't unless they give you permission.
What if someone recorded you intimately without your permission?
That's illegal.
All right. So at this point now, we're going to skip ahead to when Baked arrives at the Walmart. Now, this is perhaps one of the funniest parts of the entire fucking show. Because what's going to happen is
Remember,
Baked
guys,
is
it's
gonna
funny
take
'cause
her
he
to
says so.
Walmart to purchase her groceries with this $1,000 in cash. And so they're going to go through the grocery store purchasing items. We're going to skip through that. Skip through them basically. We're going to show maybe a minute or two of them selecting groceries. And then we're going to move to them checking out, trying to purchase these groceries. So we're moving to 2 hours, 47 minutes, 24 seconds.
I think that might be the real Zoom.
We'll go to. And we're going to watch Baked attempt to check out at Walmart. What could go wrong? What
We're asking
could
if he
go
had something to leak on PPP. I don't know. All I know is that Earjuice is another one of these scummy individuals that does the same shit that these other guys does, and then plays coy and innocent afterwards. He tries to model himself after Nick Arcada in that respect, but he's not as good at it.
Yeah, see, we're getting some healthy
You think
stuff
she's
now.
going to eat the
Maybe
apple?
get a fake degree, and maybe then you'll be good at it.
Lots of green veggies.
I was set up. You're not supposed to get set up. I was set up. I was set up. You're not supposed to get set up. You must wear your mask. You have
PPP pre-recorded his stream. He actually did respond to me at one point and said it was the last time he was going to respond to me. Trust me, it's not the last time. He's going to still shit talk me tomorrow on Twitter behind a block.
So this is just blaring.
Godwinson is hilarious with years of top Kino, but PPP has fast turned into the fat kid who still played with wrestling figures in high school. As far as Godwinson's content goes, I think that Godwinson's best video was his documentary he did on Spoonie.
See, somebody said, imagine being the person who watched
So
this
it's not that
live.
Godwinson's incapable of making good content, but PPP definitely is incapable of doing that.
I was there. It was wild. Just wait till we get to Baked in the Hood. Because I'm telling you this, right?
Man, this is so
Baked
boring. I
goes
wish I
to
could dislike this video
Old
again.
Block in Chicago is something that's going to happen. Baked is going to go
Nick Coleman
to the
in
Old
chat
Block
says,
in
John, why are you
Chicago
stream sniping?
when he visits Nick
Because I can.
Fuentes with text-to-speech on. This is something that you're going to see. I am going to show you. Baked in the Hood in Chicago. But first, we got to get through the rest of this Sammy stuff. Then we're going to cover Baked with Fuentes. We're going to cover Baked in the Hood. And then we're going to cover, if you can imagine, the hockey simp. There's such a thing as a hockey simp. So, just fucking get ready.
Can we? How do we check out? Oh, really? Okay. Okay, come on.
So they're going through
You want a Red
the
Bull?
self-checkout.
All right. Card or cash. We only have cash. I'm sorry.
Also, when Medicare would be in PPP's chat, he would ignore him, but then attack Jim for not paying attention to him.
So at this point in time,
Was that really Jim, though?
this woman has no.
I don't
food,
think that
right?
was the real
Sammy
Medicare.
has no food in her.
Like, did anyone
entire
confirm
house.
that? Because
And
if
Baked
there's
is
no
leaving for
confirmation, then
Chicago the
I'm
next
kind of
day.
skeptical if that was a
For a
real
few
Medicare.
days,
I'd
for the
ignore a
weekend.
fake Medicare
So-
account as well.
If Baked doesn't purchase her these groceries, she is going to starve to death. But at this point, they are not accepting cash because only the self-checkouts are open at this hour because all the tills have closed, because the store has closed. But Baked is going to demand to be able to pay cash. He can't pay credit card because he's pulled $1,000 in cash, which is all the money I think Baked has in the world at this point.
No.
And he's trying to just go around and pay
Twitch
cash
streamers
because
make
he's
a
gonna
lot
give
of
her
money.
this money. So here we go.
Really out of her luck, and she needs. This is
I mean, I hate Baked Alaska, but you gotta respect the hustle. That's all I'm saying with that one.
Can you buy a card and put the cash on the card?
All we have is cash. We're trying to buy her food so she can eat. Well, we don't have card. We only have cash.
We don't have card.
Come on.
No, this is Arizona.
No, you didn't tell us that. We've been walking around with a cart. Obviously, you can make.
Let's see. See what the chat has to say. This is really boring. Okay, yeah. Baked Alaska's filming a weirdo around, and they're shopping. What is this, Days of Our Lives now? Come on. JMK, remind me of Frank Grimes from The Simpsons. I've never watched The Simpsons, except maybe once or twice when I was very, very young. I just have no interest in that show whatsoever.
She's going straight to the
What
top.
platform is Baked even on? I don't know. These celebs just cannot function in the real world.
They're gonna speak
Mostly,
to the manager.
I don't have much disagreement with that. Oddly enough, I know Zoom gets a lot of shit for doing a lot of different things, but he's the most stable e-celeb right now. I can't think of anyone else who's able to hold a job and,
So at this moment in time, Baked Alaska is desperately trying to get this woman her groceries. He's arguing with the staff for the manager. And at that moment, the chat hits with, nigger, nigger, Whoa.
edgy.
Let's see where this goes, guys. Press 1 if you think Sammy is going to get her groceries, that they're going to accept the cash. Press 2 if you don't think there's any chance in hell that Sammy is getting these groceries. It's an ocean of twos.
What I hate about this is I've heard PPP laugh, and I could believe that PPP's prior laughs were genuine, but that hissing sound that he makes, where it goes, tee hee hee, that's not genuine. Actually to properly emulate it, what the fuck is that shit? He's forcing laughter. It's so gay. Just be, if it's funny, just present it. You don't have to laugh at your own jokes. In fact, good comedians do not laugh at their own jokes unless it's part of a bit. What the forced laughter shit is just so dumb.
Nigger. Guys, holy shit. Please chill.
Also, I gotta call shenanigans with what Baked Alaska's doing.
Speeches are kicking.
Okay, I don't believe this stuff that Baked Alaska's doing is real, because the text-to-speech system that does this, where you carry around the phone in real life and do IRL streaming, it used to be able that you could shout obscenities through the super chats. It used to be able to do that. But if this was taken 2 weeks ago, and this was done now, then Baked Alaska's phone saying, repeating obscenities like that is absurd. That this would just happen. Just block the video or turn it off. If it happened once, maybe I could believe it. Maybe it's being played through a video that's playing through text-to-speech. Maybe that's how it's coming out, because that sounds like iDub saying that, or maybe Keemstar. I'm not sure. But after the first time, just shut off the phone, or just shut off the app. There's an easy way to do that. And Baked Alaska might pretend to be aloof and retarded, but I don't think he's so inept that he cannot just turn off the app. So I think PPP's take here, this isn't kayfabe, is wrong, as usual. I think this idea this isn't a stunt is also wrong. And I think this is nonsense, just based on what I'm seeing here.
I know. We literally
Using a video of Keemstar saying it. Ah, okay.
Everyone's just going about their business as though nothing is happening.
Yeah, because most people don't care. Like, this isn't, like, laugh out loud funny. This is just something that happened.
It is embarrassing, isn't it, Andrew? Holy shit.
Could this guy be any more forced with his
Yeah,
takes?
you can't turn off the stream because the grift's too strong there. Don't eat carrots. It's true.
We're just trying to buy food. We only have cash.
They still haven't got the manager.
Ball Pit Therapist asks if I own a
like pulling
Nintendo
out
Switch.
hundreds
No,
from
I do
cash.
not.
Are you the manager here? She doesn't have any food. We're trying to get her food. We have $1,000 in cash right here.
No, there's no way this is real. Like Baked Alaska, like, no. No, Baked Alaska knew ahead of time that this place doesn't accept cash. This is a prank. This is a joke. Anyone believing that this is a real thing is full of it. There's just all these crazy hygiene situations in real life streamers go through. They set this up. Maybe the girl's a patsy. Maybe she's not in on it. But Baked Alaska knows what he's doing. This guy has $1,000 in his hand cash. Think about that. He could throw that money away and be fine. Like, this is just nonsensical kayfabe stuff, and PPP's making a big deal of it. Like, he's exposing Baked Alaska with the stream. So PPP just randomly switched to Baked of all people? Well, yeah, it's because I called them out quite successfully.
we are now
I
at the
got
point
under their
where in
skin
front of these
by
Indian
pointing
or
out.
Mexican
Maybe it wasn't,
people,
actually, I give myself too much credit there.
like,
Maybe it wasn't me specifically, but me and many
ISIS
other
music
people
is playing,
have
or
been
like
pointing
some
out
extremist
that
Muslim
PPP and Godwinson were just leeching off of Ralph because that's all they can do. So they want to prove otherwise. This is their vain attempt to prove that, yeah, we're real deals. We're important. Give us PayPal donations. Give us lemons. That's what this is about, to show that they are big, major players in this. They're not.
I'm glad we're clear on that.
Which one's card?
Sammy's gonna starve to death.
Like, this is obviously fake. Although, I do have a problem here with this. There's something else that bothers me about this. It makes me want to go ahead and rewatch this. Now, if you've been at Walmart, you know that Walmart offers money cards that you can buy with cash. You can go to a Walmart desk, give them the money, and then buy a money card, and then you can use it like a debit card right away. This doesn't make sense that this would be the reaction they have. So as far as I'm aware, this whole thing could be set up. Like, there's a million ways around this problem. It makes me think that something else is going
How
on.
you would look at a rapist or like a
PPP thinking that any of this stuff matters or is real, or even if Baked Alaska is really trying to help a homeless woman and is being really dumb, nobody cares.
Clearly fucked in the mind. You know, he's playing like Hitler speeches. The word nigger is going off, and he looks at this and
you know what? I'm gonna call it. Baked Alaska is trying to be the next Andy Kaufman. That's what's going on here.
Bake's just like, whoa.
Like,
Whoa.
realistically speaking,
Whoa.
that's what's going on here.
This is fucking
Whether or not
wild.
he's successful in that, whether or not he's funny or entertaining, I don't know. I don't think he is. I think he's just a
It's
grifter.
so
I think he's
funny,
just
but
trying
guys-
to grift people at the same time.
Guys, we're at 420
But
viewers.
I think he's doing this outrageous, outlandish stuff
So fucking
because he
funny
wants
there.
reaction out of people.
Because this gets even better. And I'm going to try and get through it quickly for you guys. Because, fuck, we're still not even halfway through.
I can't imagine this is going to be good for PPP
Oh, how
and
can we not
Godwinson
wait
after
any further?
pissing
You
off
just
Gunt
wait.
Guard for half a year and now pissing off a bunch of anti-Gunt
manager's
Guard.
here.
It was all of Ralph's enemies who did
The
him in.
manager's here.
Yeah, I don't get that either. Like, they're gonna call out Baked Alaska when they're doing the same thing as Baked Alaska does. Let me see what how the chat's reacting.
Well, because these registers are card only.
I gotta give the Fat Spurg credit though. He's got like 420.
Whoa.
He's got 2
The
Tonka saws
manager's
worth of
gonna
viewers
take
here.
Care of it. The manager is a good
Although
man.
I think the value of a Tonka saw has gone up, so maybe he has half a Tonka saw at this point.
It's all going to be taken care of.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
What a good manager he is.
Andy. We love Andy.
You can't debate with PPP. He's kind of like Tonka in a way, just constantly repeating something. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I know. No one asked us. They're like, "Are you good?" or whatever. So, and she's just.
Yeah, see, I don't. Yeah, I think that I have to go and rewatch the stream.
And all that.
But what I think is going on is that they're pretending to have a problem
Andy's the man. Yeah.
in order to
What a
film
happy
this, and then
ending,
Baked
guys.
Alaska's
Everything
just
is
saying a bunch of
really
stuff, and you can't
resolved
hear what
well.
anyone else is saying.
Perfect.
Because this doesn't make sense to me. What kind of Walmart doesn't accept cash? Can anyone explain that one to me? I don't get this.
So look at
Something's
all
up
the
with this.
trouble
This
that
whole thing just
manager
smells
is
of
going to. Like, he's
a
reopening
skit
the
or a bit.
register. He's brought an extra.
Baked is so
employee
idiotic,
back
was
to
told
staff.
card only, proceeds to scan items, and tries
no.
getting the employees to check out his shit in a self-checkout.
Oh no. Oh no. Will Sammy get her groceries? What do you guys think? Is Sammy gonna get her groceries, guys? I just don't know. Andy the manager was such a nice man. Nigger. Oh my god. Bake just starts booking it into the Walmart. Mind you, the Walmart's already closed. Hold on. This shit's about to get joked.
Wait, it's already
Oh,
closed.
fuck.
JMK always the most paranoid take. And I don't think it's paranoia. Like, the guy pulling a bit is one of my least paranoid takes I've ever had.
Otto.
PPP has also taken all the credit for
This
taking down
employee,
Ralph when
this bitch
he
is
only
gonna
helped take
shut
down
Bake
Zoom.
down.
He got lucky in the optics department for being such a greasy sociopath like Ralph. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. Like, anyone could tell and look at PPP and see that he's a fat, disgusting pig.
Your manager's helping me. Right. Yeah, your manager's helping me. Okay, why are you mad, dude?
Why are you mad, dude? Look at her. Look at her. Oh my god.
Why are you mad?
No, you need to go.
I don't have to go. You're not the manager here. No, you're not. No, you have a boss who's helping me.
Oh, Shimaru
Your boss is helping me.
states
Your boss
take
is
down
already
with
helping
Zoom,
me.
not take
Bake is
down
like
Zoom.
40
Gotcha.
years
Chill
old.
out.
I'll go grab one of them. Go.
No, I don't have to go. You can't tell me what to do.
All right, cool.
Yeah, cool.
So
That's right.
Bake
Get back-
is just harassing this poor employee. Just fucking check this bitch. You know? Whoa.
To work. Yeah, get back to work. Go mop the floor.
Go up a floor. No. No.
You are not social distancing. Step away. Step away, ma'am. You're not 6 feet away. Step away. Step the fuck away.
She better
Get away.
respect that social
Get away
distancing.
from me. You're not 6 feet away. Get away. Get away.
Yeah, no. Baked Alaska
Get out
is
of my
actually
face.
pulling a stunt here. He's
Now,
pulling a
question,
bit.
chat,
He's
does
doing this
she-
on purpose. He wants people to
Do you
react
think
this
she gets
way.
paid enough
He
to
wants
deal
people to
with
go,
this shit?
what the hell is going on?
If she's
How is this
making-
possible? Is any of this real? Wait, what's going on with this? Okay.
$7.25 an hour.
Baked Alaska.
She is making $7.25 an hour, friends, to try and
me a
kick
second.
Baked out of the store. What a fucking nightmare. And Baked is just being the biggest, like, belligerent cunt he can. Go clean the floor. Go clean the fucking floor, woman. Like, whoa. Whoa. Is this any way for a grown adult to behave? Is this how, he's nearly 40 years old. 40 years old. Whoa.
Excuse me, sir. This lady keeps coming within 6 feet, and I'm telling her to stop. Yeah. I already told her we're working with him. She keeps. This is not 6 feet. Is this 6 feet, bro?
Okay.
Is this 6 feet?
This is too boring. PPP's not making this any more interesting to me.
Step away. Step away.
Like, look at this. Baked Alaska's clearly fucking with her.
Enjoy sweeping the floors.
it's
Bye,
very
bye.
clear to me that all this is fake. Baked Alaska
did
is
get
pulling an act and being
it's gonna get
belligerent
even
and
worse
disrupting
than this is
Walmart
like
workers'
nothing.
days
This is like
just to
fuck
produce a
all.
spectacle.
Yeah. Bye.
Shut up, bitch. Fake starts wandering into the store to find her so he can play this for her.
Alright, I'm done with this.
Shut up, bitch, 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 bitch.
I think I've made my point about this guy. And I'm gonna do more of this stuff, but before I end this stream, because I can't keep doing this all night. This is just too boring.
This,
We may go back to this for a few minutes, but I just want to play
Reminder.
something else.
your reminder.
Give me a quick moment. Also, people are asking, how do I call in? How do I get on the show? I'm not doing calls tonight. I didn't set up for calls tonight. And frankly, most of you just want to go on the air just to go ahead and fuck with me. But this is my show, and I'm not letting you guys on. And the moment I kick you out, you're going to complain that, oh no, you kicked us off of your own show. So, no, I'm not taking calls tonight. A later night, maybe. Oh, and someone asked about me being house arrested. I was never put on house arrest, ever. People who are saying that just don't know what they're talking about. Okay. Let's see. Something else I want to show. I just got to pull it up. There's one tweet I want to show. Because it's worth commenting on. It's worth talking about. It's worth showing here in light of certain events. Because, let's see this first.
I'm going to skip. So Bake does get out of this Walmart.
Congratulations, PPP. You
without
didn't get your
much
timestamps set up.
difficulty. So
Alright, I've had
as
enough
we
of this
get-
faggot. Alright, let's go here. I want to play this little clip from Godwinson. Now, the context of this is Godwinson and PPP recently announced their vocal glowing support for the Ralph retort, for the Gunt. They've all said that Ralph is a good boy now. He didn't do nothing. He did nothing wrong. The guy is perfect, and he's great. And in response to this, here's Godwinson's words clarifying his position on the matter. And I want you to listen to the full thing, and then I'll talk about it.
Kayfabe, it's not true. A lot of people are saying it's kayfabe, it's not true. What are you doing? I don't know what to say, folks. The reality of the situation is Ethan Ralph has earned our respect. He's earned our respect pretty conclusively. The man every single day takes shot after shot after shot. And what does he do? He doesn't run away like a coward. He stands back up, he dusts himself off, and he actually does punch back twice as hard. He steps back in the ring every single night, delivers a killer show that we simply can't compete with. We can't. And the reality of the situation is Ethan Ralph won. He won this one. Like he did. There's no comebacks from this. There's no, oh, it's kayfabe from this. No, this is sincere. This is humble. The guy reached out from the other side of the aisle regarding T-Clips. He said, look, let's leave all this behind and settle this issue. She is a psycho crazy bitch. Both Gator and Ralph reached out without any hostility, and that's respectable. That's admirable. These people, you've got to admire their ability to stay consistent, to keep going. And that's why I will no longer be violating a non-aggression pact with the Killstream. I think the Killstream genuinely is the best show on at 9:30 EST every night. You can't beat it. The guests are good, so if you can't beat them, join them. Props to Ethan Ralph. Props to Gator. Props to Ralph. Warski, sorry. But props to the whole team over there on the Killstream. What can we do? There's nothing else to say. There's nothing else to say. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Okay, so did you get all that? Godwinson is coming here and he's clarifying that this is not kayfabe, this is not an op, there's no backseat, there's no takebacks. They're going on the record saying that Ralph definitively won. Now, I just want to clarify something. I don't know nor care if Godwinson actually means this or not. I am judging Godwinson based on his own words, and I'm going to hold him to this. He says that Ralph won. He said that Ralph was a good boys. And I want to point something else out in this. He admits defeat on the basis that Ralph kept going, that Ralph wasn't going to stop, that he was still going to keep going, and he was still consistent, and he was still going and hitting and still keeping the engine running. So because the other guy doesn't stop, because the guy still has his show, because he's not the platform, because he doesn't shut the fuck up, then you quit. You quit because the other guy kept going. That just shows you're a pussy, Godwinson. You can't finish the job. You can't actually do what you set out and wanted to do. Like, that's the reality of the situation. You couldn't keep going, and instead, you cucked to them and decided to join them. Like, that's what's happening here. That's what he and PPP decided in private to do. Based on this video. That's it. So yeah. In reality, Godwinson, PPP, they're losers. They stand for absolutely nothing. And at the end of the day, they'll just fold once it's convenient. And there's also another aspect to this. They're constantly attacking T-Clips, and I have no idea why. Like, I don't agree with everything T-Clips does or says. I think that, I could point out some things that, apparently, Godwin, there was something about a Kiwi Farms account, and then there was also that thing about, doing a poll where apparently she asked her audience if she's a parasite or not. I don't think those were optically smart moves, but to, dig into the Clippers as though they're your biggest priority because they take clips of you and make fun of you, that's petty. That's some Ethan Ralph-like behavior right there. Someone asks, wait, are Godwinson and Ralph really going at it in the chat? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what interaction Ralph has had with Godwinson very recently. Someone else asks, it's a weird coincidence this happened one day after PPP got wrecked on stream. Yeah, it is weird. It is. It's all weird. It's like these guys are all full of shit. Because the reality is, they're just putting on a face to make money. Or to get attention. As whatever the case may be. And there's just no, they stand for absolutely nothing. So yeah. Let's, hang on a second. I just want to listen to this for a few more minutes, and then I'm going to sign this off.
Needing legal advice, and Baked Alaska is the lawyer. Imagine desperately needing psychological help for your schizophrenia, and the only thing you have to save you is Baked Alaska. Holy fuck. Okay.
A decision for you. That's something you need to decide. But in my opinion, you need to seek professional help with your mental state a little bit, you know? I think that would benefit you.
Nah, I'm not buying this. I'm not buying this on face value. Baked Alaska's doing a bit here. That's what I'm going to say. Unless I see proof that shows otherwise, I think there's shenanigans going on. I think Baked Alaska is the operator of those shenanigans. I'm not believing that, I'm not believing for a second that these guys are like, oh yeah, this is totally a real thing. I totally found this crazy person on the street. I'm totally helping her out. And it's so embarrassing. I don't know how Walmart works because I'm a goofy LA comedian guy. No, fuck that. That's all bullshit. Baked Alaska likes to troll people. He likes to pull pranks. At Charlottesville, even when he decided to go down to Charlottesville, he faked the whole macing incident. Remember that? How did everyone forget? Really? How did everyone forget about that? It makes no sense. So yeah, I call bullshit on Baked doing this. I might actually look into this now and do a better job covering this than PPP ever could. But otherwise, nah, I think I said all I wanted to say tonight. There was a lot of stuff I wanted to get out there because I just get tired of all the LARPing, guys. Really, I like anything above anything else. The LARPing stuff, I can't stand it. Nick Recator pretends to be a competent lawyer. Godwinson pretends to be a teacher. PPP pretends to be a human being. And I could go on and on. Like, all these people are just so fake. And, you know, something that Godwinson said, no, sorry, not Godwinson. I'm a retard here. Something that Godspeed, Zoom said that was right, was that the best solution is just to ignore all these people. And I think that he's mostly correct about that statement. Like, just stop giving them attention. Focus on other stuff. There's more important things going on than this dumb, petty circle jerk of just people grifting, people pretending to have fake drama, people being petty backstabbers, and all this other shit. And nobody's going on the internet to be somebody's, because in the real world, they can't be anybody's. All right, that's it for me. You all have a good night. I hope you found this stream entertaining.